showdown. The rivalry once thought dead and gone, but it is back. And now we find out who gets the right to lay claim to the football-obsessed state of Texas. This matchup has had all kinds of great moments, and we're ready for some more. Welcome to Austin, Texas, and DKR, home of the Texas Longhorns. As we'll see, the number 22 team in the country, the Texas A&M Aggies, taking on the number 1 team in the land, the Texas Longhorns. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, Jesse Palmer alongside. Guys, we can't wait to see this game. Been looking forward to it all week. And the Longhorns will kick it away to start us off. Looks like he's going to try to return it. The Aggies offense will start this game off. It felt like a victory for all of college football when these two met for the first time since 2011, a game that we called, and just last year, Texas showed that resilience, went into Kyle Field, and just as they had done in the previous meeting, they walked out of Aggie land with a W.
Well, Texas ran the football last year. They were dominant up front. When Travion Weisner had a career day with 186 rushing yards. Remember that great Arch Manning run early in the game for a touchdown as well? They were doing it all sorts of ways. And you know, coming into this one, David, they're going to want to get that ground game established.
And you know Coach Elko, who is a physical, tough, defensive-minded coach, the head coach for Texas A&M, he's talking about that.
Oh, he just handled it poorly, and it's a fumble. Defense falls on the ball. Going to be a turnover.
And ball security is starting to become a little bit of an issue for this quarterback. In his last game, he had a fumble, and he has another one right here. He has got to do a better job of keeping 2 hands on the ball.
Here's a quick throw out to the left. And the defense settled in. Stopped that one for a short gain. Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Off the play fake. A shot toward the end zone. Oh, he can't hang on to the football. A big play sitting right there for the taking, and they can't get it done early in this one. Back to throw. It's Manning. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Oh, right through his hands. They came out attacking, wanted to impose their will, and they missed a big chance on that one. Sends his first one of the day on its way, and that matches the number of appearances he had in that win last week. The Texas A&M offense is back on the field. Ball security always paramount. That football must be riveted to your rib cage, Jesse, and it wasn't last time.
And look, he knows that that happens again. He's going to find himself on the sideline. So this is going to be a dude very motivated to make some plays on this drive.
Yeah. And I think it's frustrating, but you got to put it behind you. You got to move on. And this offense has to...
Turning it on! And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
Well, really nice catch there, and I'll tell you, ever since Texas A&M made the move to the SEC, their path to the national championship got way harder. If they're going to win today, they've got to come up with big plays in the passing game. This guy gives them that opportunity. He gives them a chance not just to compete for conference titles, but for national championships too.
That big explosive play carries them into plus territory. They'll snap it 1st and 10 from just across the 50. Looking for room, it's Moss. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. On the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. Bringing the heat. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. And the
defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. First time we've seen their punt team this afternoon. Gets his first one of the day away, and that matches his total from that victory last week. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. Finds his big tight end. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he's stopped, and it'll be first down. They'll move the wide receiver. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Just willed his way for a couple out to the 35. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Off play action. Unloads it left. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he'll ramble to the 34 before he's finally knocked down.
That's a nice-looking catch on that play, and I know Texas is known for DBs, and they're known for having really good running backs. Not a lot of great receivers over the years. I'll tell you what, though, this guy has really showed up in this game. He's making plays, and I know they want to continue to build a legacy at this position here.
The Longhorns with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Back to pass, it's Manning. Got a man, it's Washington. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks. Wants to throw again. Setting up the screen. Just across the 20 with a first down at the 19. The Longhorns come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Grab behind the line. It's Wingo. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! A great catch and run for 6. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point makes it 7-0. They put together an 81-yard drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looking for blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Going to sling it on 2nd down. Pressure coming. Trying to make magic with his feet. Quarterback got it himself. And he scoots his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
And you're seeing here the difficulties defenses have trying to contain this guy. If you leave a lane open or you don't sack him right away, you allow him to get outside the pocket, he is going to take off, and he is very difficult to tackle in the open field. He's got running back-like ability out in space.
Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Offense threatening at the 45-yard line on 1st and 10. And those two couldn't make the connection. It's an incomplete pass. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Looking downfield, it's Reed. And the pass is incomplete thanks to a big hit. Horns up and ready to hook him. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. From the gun, wants to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback just behind the midfield stripe at the 49.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge, and that don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right there.
Texas A&M will have to boot it away. Second time today they've been forced to punt. And they'll let that one go, and it'll roll out of bounds. Here comes the Texas offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Off the play fake on first down to throw. Makes a connection. Oh, he's got some space. And that one looked as if it might go all the way, but they picked up more than 40 yards before the touchdown saving tackle. Another big gain on the catch here. Big target out there like a Roy Williams was back in the day.
No doubt. And find your guys, find your matchups. And listen, when you're at Texas, you recruit at a high level. You usually get better dudes than you're playing against. Find those guys, let them make plays for you.
Wants to throw on first down. Makes the catch. It's Washington. That's about as close as you can get to that marker, and it will be second and just a few breaths away from the first down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with it. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. They've got it first and 10 from the 25. Wide receiver going in motion. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. And he was greeted by a host of defenders and barely gets it back to the line of scrimmage. Looking to throw, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Got his man quickly. He hauled that one in and got it down to the 15-yard line. This offense had a little extra time to think about it. Let's see what they have on third down. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. Lots of time left and ready to go back at it here in the second quarter. And the Longhorns lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward. It's first and 10 from the 13. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. Lost yardage leaves them looking at second and 14. Grabbed behind the line. It's Wingo. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. This will be the 8th play of the drive, but a great opportunity for the defense to get off the field. On third and long, try to convert through the air. Fires into the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get it. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. Fires to the middle. Wide open downfield. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36. They try to get it outside on the left. And some room to work. Got enough for the first down. And he was off to the races, finally tripped up at the 36. Finally, this offense starting to shake the cobwebs and get things moving. It's 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Getting the field, it's Reed. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. 3rd down coming. They'll run it from the gun. He breaks a tackle. They stop him short, and we'll have a big 4th down coming. And on 4th down, they'll try to salvage the drive with a field goal. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise.
How about it? 50-plus, no problem. Big leg, nice accuracy. That's a big-time kick for this young man.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3-spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. Out of the gun to give to the back. Fighting off the defender. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Trying play action. Unloads to the wideout. It's caught downfield. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. From the shotgun, the inside give. Got the 1st down. Looking for more. They get it at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. Quarterback on the keeper. Not a whole lot of room there. 3 yards maybe, 2nd and 7. Win with the running game on 1st down, now back at it. Grabbed over the middle. It's Washington. Couldn't ask for much more there. A 1st down, and they're down to the 42. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Here comes the heat. Pressure is effective from the defense. They knock him down just behind the midfield stripe at the 48.
We're only in the 1st half already. This guy's got 2 TD passes, so you could see the defensive coaching staff on the sideline telling this D-line, guys, we got to get after this guy. We have to affect his rhythm and not let him be so comfortable back there. Right there, they were able to get after him. Let's see if they can keep it up.
The Longhorns have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. They'll run play action. Using the quick game. And just a short and safe pass play, they pick up a few. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Lofts one high and deep. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down. And the Longhorns decide to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Not going to get a chance to field that one, and the punt will bounce out of bounds. The Texas A&M offense goes back to work. You want to talk about having a weapon to bail out a drive? David, that's why kickers are so important after that long field goal.
And listen, important is a relative term. We need to make longer passes and get better gains so we don't have to kick long field goals, Palmer, again on offense.
And they've got the weapons to do that, David. They just got to be able to dial those plays up. Guys have to be able to make them one-on-one to make life easier on this kicker who is so important to this team.
DKR heating up and trying to make 3rd down impossible here. From the gun, wants to pass. He tosses one high and deep down the left side. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. They'll look to pin him deep. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. Here's another opportunity, Jesse, to stretch out this lead after punting last time.
I think it goes back to your playmakers, Reese. I think it's finding the guy.
There he goes. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Moving, keeping the eyes downfield. The emotions and energy figure to be high all day, guys, because of what's at stake this late in the season. Really a must-win for both teams.
Yeah, these are the ones that get your blood moving, Reese. You get jacked up, man. You don't have to say anything in the locker room, give these big speeches. You know what's at stake, Jesse. You're ready to rock and roll. This is when you prove you're the big dog.
Which is pretty cool, too, because it's been a long season. And these teams obviously are both physically and mentally tired, but you're right. For this kind of game, this is the one you circled at the start of the year. You knew that this was going to matter. There was going to be a lot on the line. Now it's time to go out and prove you're the better team.
And a nice pickup on the run and gets down to avoid contact. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Now the play fake. Finds his man. It's Winston. And he's brought down after a nice game. Man, this sophomore quarterback unleashed a cannon on that one. The give to the back. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. Back to pass, it's Manning. Got rid of it quickly, but it's incomplete. Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. From the gun, wants to pass. And they can't quite hook up trying to make a completion in the back corner of the end zone. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. Absolutely center cut. And now the lead is extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
So they get the field goal, now about to kick it away, and you get a stop here, and you go to halftime feeling really good about things. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. He'll keep it himself. Goes over a guy. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a 1st down at the 37. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Grabbed in the middle, it's Bussey. He stopped at the 48, a pickup of 10 on the play. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. To the air on 1st down. Pocket breaking down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. They recover their own fumble. Somehow, who knows how they got that thing back. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Boy, that was a precision play all the way around. Throw, catch, tackle, bang, bang, bang. Clock still running, almost certainly the last play of the half. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Fires toward the end zone. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Fellas, the Lone Star Showdown is among the most bitter rivalries in football, and so far today, these two have really butted heads. And there's no more fitting place to begin than with this stud receiver and how he's dominated the first half. Some guys have the ability to elude and evade. This young man is a true 3-level threat. Short passes, the intermediate game, and then the deep ball, he is a problem. And I don't think this defense has the solution. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how the fight between Texas A&M and Texas plays out.
And the Aggies will kick it away first, and we'll start the second half. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So now the Longhorns take over and they'll send out the offense. They had this lead to start the third quarter because of the passing game. Didn't get a lot done on the ground.
They did, but the quarter...
Breaks into the open. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. The Longhorns in a good spot here with second and short. Motion from the wide receiver. The RPO, it's complete. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with a first down. Guys, the levels of hype and impatience awaiting the arrival of Arch Manning pretty much unsustainable over the last couple of years. Meanwhile, Quinn Ewers was pretty doggone good. But Arch is pretty deserving of all of this attention, I'd say, Jesse.
He's very, very talented. That jumps off the film when you watch him. You can see why he was so highly regarded coming out of high school. You can see why Texas fans are so impatient to finally watch what he does this year. Now, it's one thing to do it against Louisiana Monroe. It's one thing to do it against UTSA and Mississippi State. Can he do it against the Georgias? Can he do it against the big boys in the SEC on a consistent basis? We can't wait to find out.
Rush is on him. Extending the play.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
And how does he keep running? I'd be dizzy after a spin move like that. And the Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Off the bootleg and rolling out. Quickly to the tight end. They make the stop, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's all about. A very productive play until it was wiped out by that penalty, and they'll go back to work. They'll go to the ground. They make the stop after a pickup of 3 just inside the red zone at the 19. The Longhorns can really attack on this second and short. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. The play action fake. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Texas! And they take it in for 6 more points. Horns are up, and the eyes of Texas are focused on building the lead against the Aggies.
And the Horns are capturing this momentum. Listen, a lot of angst, a lot of nervousness early in the game, Palmer. And now Texas in this rivalry game taking over.
Yeah, you're right. Hokum right now, they're just enforcing their will in this game. They're the more physical team at this point. And Texas A&M, they've got an uphill battle here.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Fielded in the end zone. It's Craver. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back on the offense, ready to go to work. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Pulls it in. It's Concepcion. They stop him just short of the first down, but it will be 2nd and inches coming up. Caught close to the marker. It's Bussey. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the air, it's Reed. The sure hands, it's Concepcion. Good pickup, a little bit short of the sticks. The Aggies with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Here's an opportunity for this offense in search of its first touchdown. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end.
I'll tell you, I love the play call on first down here. You're just trying to find an easy completion, and the shortest throw on the field for the quarterback is finding your biggest target, and that's the tight end. Nice job.
Keeps it on the bootleg. Unleashes it on the run. Finds a spot in the middle. He stopped just short of the goal line, but they'll have it 1st and goal from the 1. And the Aggies, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And the defense sold out to stop the run, and they do here on first down. Looking for just one more yard. It's 2nd and goal. They want to run this quarterback. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Texas A&M.
It's just so nice to have a signal caller who can make plays through the air and make plays with his feet like this. Runs in for the touchdown. The defense knows I have to account for him every play. That's my quarterback.
They'll try to tack one more on their score. And the extra point pulls them closer. It's 24-10. So it's an 80-yard drive. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. He'll bring it out. It's Gibson. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. The Longhorns sending the offense down to the field. Their lead down to 2 touchdowns as they go back to work on this drive. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. And now on 2nd down for this offense. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. Gets it out to the 27-yard line, and they'll move the chains for a first down. Use the play fake, now to throw. Oh, they're after him. He'll try to do it himself.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there, so instead of throwing it away and getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down more manageable.
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Fires to the wideout. Finds his man. It's Moore. He'll be stopped about 2 yards short of a first down. And the Longhorns send out the punt unit. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Looking for a man. It's Reed. Finds his tight end. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. On the move, it's Daniels. And he gets it up to the 36. It'll be a first down.
Well, it's not a home run, but it's just enough by the running back to move the chains.
Now from the 36-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. 2nd down coming. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Rides the back and leaves it. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Horns up and ready to hook them. Serious noise on 3rd down in DKR. Here's the pressure. Got it in the middle, it's Bussey. They convert on 3rd down as he gets it to the 46-yard line. Texas A&M ready to go with another first down. Handoff from the gun. And he's brought down after a solid gain, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, it is Texas who holds the lead. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. One more quarter to play, and it might be unlikely, but hey, it's college football. Comebacks happen. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. The give to the back. He's going to lose a yard on that one. This feels like 4-down territory, 3rd and short from the 40. Back to throw, it's Reed. Sets up the screen. And that one looked great on the grease board, but when they blow it up like that, the defense is going to win every time. They're throwing for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. Just didn't look it all the way in, and they'll decision to go for it on 4th down and one that did not pay off. Leaves it with the back. They'll pick up 4, 2nd and 6 coming. Got a little work done on 1st down, now back to the line. Wide receiver comes in motion. The give to the tailback. And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. The Longhorns are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Quick release on the RPO. Absolutely nowhere to go as his defense makes a 3rd down stop. Punt is on its way. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. Looking to throw on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down. New set of downs after the completion. Motion from the wideout. Wants to throw on 1st down off the play fake. That's caught. It's Carroll. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Oh, they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go. Off the play fake. Got a man. It's Concepcion. Stopped at the 44, but he got 10 on the play. Texas A&M back to work with another 1st down. Pulls it on the bootleg fake. That's caught. It's Daniels. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3. Give to the running back. Brought down at the 39 after a pickup of 10. It'll be a 1st down. The Aggies kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, running back on the move. And a 9-yard gain on 1st down leaves him with 2nd and short. Caught near the sticks. It's Concepcion. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down. Dropping back, it's Reed. Caught over the middle, it's Daniels.
Guys out of the backfield now, it's not just run the ball downhill anymore. You got to be versatile. I got to be able to trust you in the pass game, and I got to be able to throw you the football, and you can do that right there. I know you're going to catch it, and I can depend on it.
How about that defense getting back there? He'll lose a couple.
And these linebackers, man, the reason they're winning this football game is they've been swarming. You watch them. They're downhill, not missing many tackles. They've really dominated the run game, and that's why they're winning this football game.
He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Gets away. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This offense is going to have to come up with a plan to block this guy. He is an absolute monster, and he showed you all his tools on that sack.
Down by multiple possessions, you can't come up empty on this drive. They'll go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. And he's sacked. A big play on 4th down to stop this drive.
In the situation we're in, down 2 possessions, they obviously had to go for that one. Because they're not able to come up with it, it looks like they're going to be leaving this stadium with it.
And here comes the Texas offense back on the field. They missed an opportunity to extend this lead the last time they had it, Jesse.
Yeah, they got to be able to regain that momentum, right? Go back to what was working earlier on in this one. And, David, to me, that starts with being the more physical team.
No, I definitely agree. Being the more physical team, but understanding the situation of the game. You're still winning. You got the football back. Now put a nice drive together and execute.
From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. Oh, he got loose. Turning it on. A huge play there as he has it inside the 20 at the 19.
Well, the defense didn't blitz. They didn't have everybody in gaps, and the offensive line took advantage at the point of attack, getting some push, opening up a hole, and the offense ripping off a nice run there.
They just changed the dynamic of this possession in a heartbeat, and now it's 1st and 10 from inside the red zone. They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking for a gap. It's Baxter. He's stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there. 3rd down after the run. To the air, it's Manning. Takes a hit as he fires. He can't make the grab. It's incomplete, but there is a flag, and I believe this is going to be pass interference. So given where the line of scrimmage was on that last play, the pass interference penalty in the end zone will put the ball at the 2. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
And he added the extra point. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. So here comes the Texas A&M offense back onto the field. That 4th down gamble didn't pay off on the last drive, and it led to giving up the scoring drive, David.
Yeah, and everybody wants to go for it on 4th down. Everybody wants that, but your defense sometimes has to bail out your decision-making. We decided to go for it. We didn't get it. And the defense, Jesse, didn't come up big and prove me right.
Yeah, not complimentary football, no doubt. But look, this offense has been in these situations before, so you got to come back out here, take the field. It's
always a welcome play from the defense as they get a sack at the 47. Texas A&M going up-tempo.
We've seen throughout the course of the season, defenses have had their hands full with this quarterback. He's simply one of the best in the country. But what can you say about this defense here today? They have gotten after him, registering multiple sacks, and they've never let him get into a rhythm.
Now facing a 3rd and long. The 2-minute timeout arrives, and we have certainly seen miracles in college football, and they will certainly need one here. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. Looking to pass, it's Reed. With the catch, it's Craver. Now they're really starting to threaten as they pick up the 1st down at the 34-yard line. Looking to throw on 1st down. Pulls it in, it's Daniels. Nice gain on that play, but leaves it a little short of the 1st down. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts. That's reeled in, it's Concepcion. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a 1st down. Everybody has to be set. They have to get it off. From the red zone, looking for a man. Catch in the middle, it's Concepcion. They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the 1st down. He wants to throw it again. Right down the middle. Touchdown, Aggies! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board.
The one thing you know about this offense, they're going to keep fighting, right? They're down on the scoreboard right now, but they're trying everything they can. Nice job there, finding a way to score that touchdown. And listen, we've seen crazier things happen before in college football. This thing ain't over until there's zeros on the clock.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. And with the extra point. They're now down 31-17. They're definitely up against time running out, down 2 possessions. They'll try the onside kick. Looks as if the hands team will be able to recover the ball. Here comes the Texas offense. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw the football. It's the defense's job to stop it.
Stop behind the line, he'll lose a yard. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. And if they can make this and turn it into a 3-score game, they'll have this one all but locked up. Splits the uprights from 56, and he's got 3 on the board.
Well, that kid just showed off his hammer for a leg, 50-plus, and he did it with ease.
They keep pushing that lead out, and the kickoff team's getting some work. And he'll bring it back. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. Stopped after a good pickup, and he'll be just a tad short of the first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. One more play to pad the stats.
No gain on the play. It's 3rd down.
He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. He's taking a deep shot. And the pass is incomplete, and that's going to be the final play as this game is over. The week has been immersed in midnight yells, barbecue smells, a sea of crowds in the fall colors, and the Lone Star Showdown ends with Texas hooking up and getting the victory over the Aggies. Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.